Okay, look at that. I did another one. See that, you guys? Thought that I was done. Let's see. You guys only thought that I was finished. I decided that I would get back on. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, I think I finally got it loaded. He said, "What's going on?" Oh man. Oh yeah, where's the microphones over there? Yep, I'm back. Look at that craziness. Well, as soon as I got off, I thought, I wasn't really ready to get off, and I don't really care. So I'm back, and I'm just now seeing the chat. So I missed anything that was already coming up. Yep, I did miss you guys. I wasn't ready. Yep, I saw somebody was spoofing me on Facebook. Sorry about that. Nothing I can do about that. So I'm looking. Oh, I see. I saw. I don't see now, but I saw. There you are. Okay, yep. I see you guys. I see you. Okay. I don't know what I was doing. I just decided that I would keep going. And you notice I'm over here now. You can't say I have a shiny head. Well, at least as shiny of a head, because I'm not quite under that spotlight as bad. So I turned it over just because I wasn't done talking to you guys. And some people still said they wanted to keep talking. So yes, I love politics, but you're not going to trick me into talking about politics on YouTube. Ha ha! Yes. Pretty much on Facebook, if anybody ever messages you and says, "Hello there, how are you?" you can pretty much guarantee they're a scammer. And if you talk to people that way on Facebook, you should stop it, because you will get blocked. I'm trying the ultra low latency. This is the first time I've ever tried that, so if it starts lagging, let me know. But I wanted to see as a test also to see if that works. Ultra low latency is supposed to be very low. So I'm going to say something, and you guys tell me as soon as you see it. Okay? So I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, go, and you tell me right when you hear me say go. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. That's like 8 seconds, 9 seconds, something like that. That's about as now they're all coming in. So although maybe some people were just preemptively messing with me earlier. I'm too dumb to know how to scam or being scammed. Well, you and the rest of the world. I mean, I fix computers for a living, so I run into scammers on a regular basis. So that's just how it goes. Our hotel, actually, where Andrea, we half the bills for the hospital in Gillette, or for half the bills we got for the hospital in Gillette, and they just recently fell victim to a ransomware scam. Took all their computers down, and they had to close the hospital. And my birthday is the 25th of this month. That's going to be weird. Have you ever seen anything bad while working on computers? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's I think porn is probably one of the biggest scourges of our time. It's pretty bad, and it's everywhere. So run into it often. Try not to look at it. Go. That's a good one, Heather. Business is good. When I went to my birthday, I don't want anything for my birthday. I won't. Oh, I don't know the chances that one of those people are. Somebody sent us some gummy bears. They were just as one of the random boxes we opened, and they were these gummy bears with little candy dots all over them, and they were about that big. We still have a bunch left. They are the best gummy bears I have ever had in my entire life, and I am a gummy bear connoisseur. So, if you are the one that sent us those awesome gummy bears, you need to figure out. You need to say something and tell me where the heck you got them. I wish I had kept the box because it said the name of the place on this box, but I was like, whatever, throw it away. But now I absolutely wish that I knew where those gummy bears went. I'd do it. That would do it. Man, Rachel pays attention. I don't know that I even shared that with anybody. Andrea once used to make me a Rice Krispie cake for my birthday sometimes, and I used to always like her making me a Rice Krispie cake. And yeah, so I hate cake. I don't like eating cake. It's mostly the frosting thing. I had a scarring frosting experience when I was a kid. Had a Cookie Monster cake that was all blue and had ridiculous amounts of blue frosting, and it absolutely ruined me for frosting. So now I like Rice Krispies treat cake is good too. For me being a big crap eater, I don't drink any pop, and I don't like sweet stuff that's super sweet. I don't really care for chocolate. So frosting is life. Oh man, my real dad used to eat frosting on saltine crackers. You know, the salty with the sweet frosting. It depends on what kind. I love cream cheese frosting. I make these great cinnamon rolls that are cream cheese frosting, and it's so good. I can eat it all day. But short of that, I don't like regular birthday cake frosting. List of ideas you kept for Andrea so I could get something off there. Oh man, somebody pays attention too. I completely forgot about that. I keep a list. I have all my thoughts and my whole life on notes that are synced to the cloud, and so Andrea could see those notes. And so every time I saw something that was a good gift for myself, I would blur my eyes so I can't really see anything, and I would pull that note up and I'd scroll way to the bottom and put a bunch of enter returns so it would all go off the screen. And then I would write it there. And then I'd put a bunch of more enter returns, and she would collect them all. I don't even remember what's on the list. That's pretty funny. And some of you guys really, it's freaky how much you know about us. That's great. The kind of stuff that's on there are not the kind of gifts that people should be buying me from YouTube. If you want to buy me a lollipop or something, that's great. But I don't want to put something on there. It's the kind of gifts that a wife would buy for her husband. That's expensive stuff. So and I don't need anything. I'm totally fine. I'm happy with my life right now. Not like a car. Let us decide. I don't know. If you guys want me to post it, I'll post it, but better yet, I can show you my list right now if you wanted to see it, but it's going to make me cry looking at it. I was supposed to see that list. That's not a list I'm supposed to look at. Stupid things. I don't even remember what half these things are. I've been putting them down there. for a long time. Yeah, Albanese brand are good. I mean, I'm not a big fan of new gummy bear brands on the block, but they're very good. They're very good. I don't know. I just don't know that I should share a bunch of. There's some simple stuff on here I could tell you about. Haribo makes a roulette gummies. Haribo roulettes, sour apple belts. I put the whole website dudeiwantthat.com. There's a million things on dudeiwantthat.com that I like, but they have gross stuff on there too, so you've been warned if you go there. I don't even know what that says. Sauteuse. See, I don't remember the things that are on here. That was kind of part of the magic of the gift list, is I would write something on here and it'd be on there for years, and I don't even remember what it was. Revolution 1.5 Sul Kite. Don't know what that is. Thermapen. I don't remember what a Thermapen is. It looks like she's gotten most of the stuff on the list. There's nothing really on here. There's this stupid thing that I'm not going to tell you about. But, anyways. I'm not always looking at the chat, so stuff goes up, and then I look back, and then I don't know what was there. So if you said something interesting, I didn't see it. Where we take the children to eat for our birthday. So we've always gone to the Chinese food place. That's where I always picked. It's not like you think, though. I usually get... I go there because they have all-you-can-eat tapioca. Tapioca I love. And then I usually get some mayonnaise chicken, and I eat some of those fried bread rolls and cream cheese wontons and some, rice noodles and random, absolutely random stuff. I don't know if I even get my money's worth, but that's where we like to go. So, yeah, I love tapioca. Oh yeah, Hannah Ray doesn't like tapioca. Tapioca's good. I tell the kids, it's funny, I like to joke with my kids all the time. So when I first made tapioca, I told them it was frog eyes, and that did it. None of my kids eat tapioca. Judah will eat it. Me and Judah are tapioca buddies. Yeah, mayonnaise chicken. I know, right? But I saw it there, and if I see something called mayonnaise chicken, I'm going to try it because that's awesome. And so I did, and it's good. I like it. The kids like going there because they can eat ice cream and, put a bunch of, you get a whole plate full of gummy bear toppings. So they enjoy it. No, we go to Gillette. Moorcroft is pretty much a place to live. You've got a little grocery store and a gas station or two. I named a present. I didn't mean to. I named a couple. Sour apple belts and strawberry belts. Oh. I'll have to go with sour apple belts. Strawberry belts don't work. I used to love strawberry belts. I still kind of do. Gillette's 30 miles, which sounds like a lot. Thermapen is the thermometer for cooking. Oh, is it? Okay. Well, maybe people are serious sleuths. Crispy, crunchy gummy bears. I don't know. I don't know. I should just go get them, but they got little white dots all over them, and they're really tall. I don't know what it's the flavor. I don't know what they are. There might be pineapple. They're just ridiculously good. Tapioca comes from the cassava plant. It's the root, and the cassava plant is purely poisonous, and you have to process the root perfectly in order to make tapioca. So it's just flour that they form into little balls, and then they cook them. It's basically spaghetti. It's a pasta basically with vanilla pudding in it. Chocolate covered gummy bears. I would not like chocolate covered gummy bears. I'm not a much of a chocolate fan. I like chocolate covered peanuts, but that's it. I believe tapioca comes from poison, and I'm not surprised. Yeah, that's right. It does. Cassava plant is actually that's actually was a very common way people died in third world countries, is eating the cassava plant and not properly. I don't know what you got to do to it. You got to prepare it just right to make it not poisonous. They're absolutely good. And me and Asher is a big gummy bear fan too. So we all like, damn, I'm gonna have a gummy bear. It's like we eat one at a time. We're like, oh, this is so good, and then we don't eat another one until like tomorrow because we're trying to make them last for forever. So, creme brulee, that is good. My favorite child, Asher. No, they're all my favorites sometimes. It all depends. It is, and that's actually completely true. I find myself, really enjoying thinking about a certain kid sometimes, and others other times. And I've gone through all of them, and I rotate back around. And I love all my kids, of course. So you can't have a favorite. But sometimes, like, you'll just think, man, they're so sweet. Like Solly right now is super smart, and I keep thinking about, he's so cute. He's at an age where he's just learning things, and he's really smart. And you ask him for a hug, and he'll give you a hug that lasts for like a minute straight. And then he says, I love the hug. And it's just so cute. So they're all my favorites. Favorite channel? I don't know. They're all favorited. How can we support you and the kids? Well, you guys are doing it now. You're helping me talk, and I'm very glad to. I already feel better, but it's been a hard day. Tiramisu is very good. Pineapple gummy bears are the greatest. If I could have a whole bag of white of the pineapple Haribo gummy bears, they don't make such a thing. But whoever these people that send these gummy bears in the mail, they are all pineapple. They're like some kind of gourmet gummy bear. They're not like store-bought. It came from some candy place. Kids snack basket. Yep, we still have the kids snack basket. Actually, you guys have been filling that snack basket for a while, so there's a lot of stuff in there. Most embarrassing thing you've ever done? That's just recently, and I'm not telling you about it. Pineapple anything is the greatest. Yep. Do you make snow cream? That's the second person that's talked about snow cream, I think. I don't know what that is, so it was just a hard day. Yeah, they were fancy gummy bears. I don't normally wouldn't think fancy gummy bears are good because you get some mom and pop candy shop trying to invent gummy bears again, and they're just not going to do a good job. Well, I might as well get to somebody who's done it right, but they are so good. Okay, I'll go get the gummy bears, and you can see them. Be right back. All right, well, see what I went and did for you. All right. So, I don't know where they got them from, but they are these little gummy bears. I gotta see the camera so I can show you. So if it'll focus. They've got little dots all over them. They're about that big, but I don't know what they are, but they are ridiculously good. And with the little balls on them, they chew up differently than normal gummy bears. They're super good. I didn't see anything yet on Messenger, so I'm not paying attention. So if you found those, hey, great. Knock yourself out. I would have, if you had told me gummy bears are sprinkles, and I would have said, that's gross. But they're super good. Absolutely tasty. You're going to get so many now? That would be so awesome, though. That's totally fine. What are the kids doing? Well, Thomas should be getting off work. Well, actually, no, pretty soon. And I just went up there and saw Asher and Judah were just lounging around. The bag was just a plain bag, so I can't tell you that. This is what it came in. So don't know. I don't have another one now that they're open though. 2 in one day. I haven't had 2 of those in one day in a while. We're trying to stretch them out. Be careful with unsealed bags. Oh, see, there you go. Ooh, I'm going to tell Asher.
All right, everybody, clock in and do your chores.
I still haven't retired our old bell system before we got the, you know what, the Alexa. We had that system that goes through all the computers, and it still scares the crud out of me every time it happens. No, I've answered the Social Security thing a couple times. Andrea never worked. She had a job like for less than a week at a time, one time. And if we then apply for benefits, we are then basically taking money out of other people's pockets to, it's not like it was our money because she didn't earn any money. So that's more of a, that's something we don't want to do. So if it had been our money that I've been putting in on, Andrea worked a lot and that's our money we want to get back, I would absolutely do it. But and I think Debbie Omi looked into it actually, and I don't remember what it was, Debbie Omi, but there was some reason, another reason why it probably wasn't going to work out anyways. So we're just probably not going to do that. But we're doing fine. So yeah, she did work at the Christian school, and actually she worked for a little while. But I don't know that. I think it's different with the 401c3. I'm not absolutely positive. I don't know. Anyways, she didn't work very much at all. So we don't feel comfortable taking money out of other people's pockets. We're not that way. And we have plenty of money now. God's taking good care of us. And so I pay the Social Security taxes. Absolutely. I pay a lot of them. So if I die, I'll make sure they do that. It is 7:57 p.m. right now here. So we're that many difference from you guys in the UK. It was lag time. Don't plan it. Yeah, I don't want to die either. So see, it's one of those things that after I had eaten the last gummy bear out of that bag, I might have went to Google it and try to find them. But it's we do have a will now, so yeah, we had to finish all that stuff now. Yeah, strawberry belts are always really good. The green apple belts are. I haven't done that. I can totally do that. There's so many videos I haven't made. I've been doing just pure lives, and I feel like I'm spoiled doing live streams for you guys because it's so easy doing the live streams. And I have a bunch of footage, random footage from vlogs. I'm still not good at recording the vlogs. I'll like run around and get a couple cute things in a day, and then I won't do it for 2 days, and then I'll do another cute thing. And I've got a whole bunch of cute things, definitely worth a video there. And I still have lots of videos that Andrea hasn't edited. Actually, the whole rest of the last school year, probably from week, you guys can look in the video, I think week 21 or 22 is the last week. I think there's 36 weeks. So I have weekly school vlogs from week 22 to 23. I have like 10 or 11, 12 weekly school vlogs that Andrea shot that I need to edit. And I did the last one and it just wrecked me. So I've been dragging my feet, but I'll get up the nerve to do one. I really enjoy doing those things at the end with the memories, but those wreck me the most. So it's the kind of thing that I felt like I can't do it right. I don't want to do it, so I haven't been doing it. But Yeah, I thought about doing shorter videos. Andrea always liked doing the long videos, and that was kind of her fun little niche. It's supposed to be better, like, you know, you of course play more. It's supposed to be better for your channel if you do lots of short ones, and so I kind of thought maybe I should do that, but I don't know. A lot of people really like the long videos too, so. More about preterism. So you can look at my video. If you look for Tom Mills End of the World on YouTube, you'll find my End of the World video, which is about preterism. That's the basics. That's about as basic as I can get it to you. If I can't do it justice to go that fast. So it takes that amount of time to develop it. It's about an hour long. So if you got an hour, look for Tom Mills End of the World, and you'll see it there. And I'm very proud of that video. You got to have an open mind when you watch it, though. So. Yeah, Mexican candy's good. Been a long time since I've had any. You ever think of becoming a pastor? Yeah, I did. I thought lots of times about doing that. But on pure principle alone, I would never go to seminary. And I can tell you, having talked to many seminary preachers, I can, without arrogance, say that I know more than most of them anyways. And I don't ever want to get a piece of paper that says, here you go, you are now certified to teach people about God, because I think such a thing is a terrible thing. So I think everybody should just go out and study. And don't get me wrong, I would love to go to seminary just for the knowledge, just to learn the things that they could teach me, but I would not want to go and do, I would never go do it. Bananas, Hannah's favorite food, that is very possibly true. Every banana you see us buy at the store, I just bought another bunch today, Hannah eats them all. Everybody's frozen. Is everybody all right? We're on ultra low latency, so if it is freezing for people, I kind of want to know. So, she's a banana baby. That's right. That's right. The gummy bears are on Amazon. All right, I'll check it out. But actually, I don't. I kind of think I shouldn't check it out because I think there's going to probably be some in the mail if I don't miss my guess. So. If it's frozen, hit F5 on your computer. That will refresh the screen, and you'll be able to read it again. The kids might be downloading videos up there, and so maybe ultra low latency is not the thing to do. So if it keeps freezing, you can tell me again, and I will stop it real fast and start it back up with a regular latency. Do I work on Macs? Yes, they don't need a lot of work, but I do. All right, all right, all right. I'm gonna stop I'm gonna stop it and restart it again. Don't go anywhere. Change it. Should be back. So I couldn't change it, so it's still on ultra low latency. Sorry about that, guys. So. Hopefully you're back up. I wasn't able to change the latency, so. All right, well, we'll keep going. You got to keep meeting like this. It's enjoyable to talk to everybody. It's very therapeutic. So, for me. Tell a joke. Two guys walked into a bar. Second guy said, I didn't see it either. That's one of my favorites. How cold does it get in Wyoming? It's been negative 30 before. That was the lowest I ever remember it. It was a lot of fun. That's my favorite joke because you got to be really thinking to get it. Most people will get it in a few minutes. Ugh. How hot has it gotten? It might get to 100 two times a year. Sometimes it never gets to 100, which is nice. See, there's interesting to see where you're at. So it's more fun if I don't tell you the joke. So keep thinking about it, and when you get it. I enjoy little social experiments. I enjoy psychology greatly, and so it's fun to see how many people get it and some people don't, and then how long they get it after the fact. Halloween shopping haul. You know what? That is not a bad idea. I should definitely make a video of them doing their costumes at the Halloween. That's a great idea. It says 2 guys walked into a bar. The second guy says, I didn't see it either. I enjoy MBTI stuff very greatly. Mac or Microsoft? Microsoft. I like Macs. Macs are great at what they do. So if you just need an internet box, get a Mac. Or get 10 PCs for the same price. Whose birthday is coming up? So we get Asher's birthday is coming up, but we don't, if they're once they're over 13, we don't throw them parties anymore. So they'll have presents and they get to go anywhere they want to eat. So and the whole family goes with them. So and then the next birthday I got to get ready for is Sophia. Well, yeah, my birthday's coming up, but that doesn't count. Android or iPhone? Man, there's some weird questions on here. They're both great. I have an iPhone because I need reliability. And I work on a lot of Androids, let me just say that. Scorpios unite. You guys figuring things out. Name of the headphones that you and Thomas have? They're Corsair Void Pro, I believe is what they are. They're great. Dream vacation. Anywhere. Vacations are great. But we don't go on them all that often. Android is much more customizable and has a lot of options, and they're of course a lot cheaper, and there's a lot of great things about Android. But for a serious phone that I can run my business off of and not have to worry about it crashing or having to reboot it all the time, I like my iPhone. Ever been to Michigan? No. I have actually been very few places in the world. Maybe someday that'll change. I'm going to be an old man, 43. Man, look at that. What are your thoughts on Trump? You think I'm going to hit that ball? You got to You gotta wait for your pitch. Choose your pitch. We're probably not going to do a theme. We're just going to we're going to let them probably just go choose their own costumes. This was going to be way easier. Would you fix a computer screen? Yeah, I love fixing computer screens. If I could go into fixing computer screens business, I would do that. That and power supplies. Two easiest, most profitable things to repair. Well, I think if you watched our channel seriously, you would pretty much figure out our politics views, but I'm not going to talk about that. Favorite soda? I don't drink any soda. I don't like soda. I do drink root beer on rare occasions. I really like Henry Weinhardt root beer, but but I don't have them very often. Very rare. I travel a lot around Wyoming as far as my job. I enjoy the area that we're in here. It's not that I have a problem with soda. It's not that I'm thinking I'm better than you because I don't drink soda. I just don't like it. Ever since I was a kid, you know, the carbonation burning the back of your throat. Ugh, why would I want that? Yeah, water and milk is pretty much all I drink. Oh yeah, we do got to book the New Year hotel. That's true. Thank you, Peggy. Fingerprint thing stopped on your HP. It's probably the driver. Just go to hp.com and click on support, drivers, put in your model, look for the fingerprint sensor driver. Sarsaparilla, I always wanted to like it, but I just don't like it. I just don't like soda. And I didn't see that. Did she know how much she was loved and appreciated by the viewers? She did. She knew that. Snowmobiling is really, really good out here. Yep. What got into fixing computers? Well, honestly, it was playing video games. My whole life I grew up playing video games, and I had an Atari 800 XL. That was what I played all my games on, and I still got it in the attic. Ran on giant floppy 5¼ floppy disks. It was a lot of fun, and it was a lot harder to play video games back then. You had to know how to run them and figure out how to fix them when they're broken, and it was great. I don't have to learn about computers. I did go to college and got my degree, but it's just because I like it. If you find somebody who loves fishing, you don't have to be taught about fishing. They just love it, and they do it. So it's one of those things. If it's a passion, you don't have to learn it. Who does the cooking? Well, that's me now. And then sometimes other things. Like Tuesday, we have Taco Tuesdays, and everybody comes over family-wise, and we do tacos then, and I make pizza on Thursdays. And yep, I always sell my refurbished computers when I have them, but I'm pretty much out. My shelf is empty over there right now. I have a few I'm working on, but Pitfall was awesome. Remember when the games were hard? Where like you didn't have to win every game. You didn't have to beat it. Like games you just couldn't beat. They were just impossible. Like who beats Frogger? It's like you don't beat Frogger. You just keep playing until you die. Do you think Andrea would want you to find love again? I think that she did. She actually said that. We had a conversation about it about a month before she died. It was very interesting. But she said, I knew you'd get remarried. I said, how do you know that? Like Yoo-Hoo's? No. Favorite pizza? Pepperoni. I grew up on Street Fighter. Street Fighter was my big game. We would drive hundreds of miles in Los Angeles to find the best Street Fighter players, and that was the most fun. I have great memories doing that. That was my favorite thing to do back then. Yep, Mortal Kombat also. We do the same thing. Oh, we're going to start a war in here. Pineapple go on pizza. No, it doesn't. What are you, communist? No, I'm just kidding. No, pineapple doesn't go on pizza. Although, every now and then I like to try it, and it's kind of fun, and I like to taste it and see if it's good, but it seems like it's wrong. It's like a hot drink. I don't really drink many hot drinks, unless it's a hot cocoa with a Butterfinger bar in it. Riverside, yep. James Games. So James Games is what I grew up on. This arcade machine over here, I bought that from James Games. Yep, I'm pretty proud of my pizza. I'm pretty proud of my pizza. Somebody's crying. I'm not sure what I did to make you cry. Sorry. Yeah, James Games is one of the only arcades that's still around. That's because Rick, the guy that owns it, he knows how to adjust. And we always thought made fun of him because he always charged too much for his games, but he's still there. He's still there so many years. Pineapple does go on everything, huh? I do love pineapple. Pineapple is to fight me. Pineapple is my favorite fruit, I think. Yes, but and I do like to try it on pizza, but when I put it in my mouth, I remember that I don't like it. But I sometimes eat one here and there. It's funny because I love mixing up and having gross foods. I love peanut butter and bologna, so sue me. And everybody, I love mixing things that are. If one thing is good and another thing is good, you put them together, you got something really good. How will you find something awesome if you don't ever know? Peanut butter bologna is good, and I was the first person. I was a pioneer. If you do a Google search or a YouTube, there's a YouTube video for BuzzFeed tries weird food combinations. The last thing they try on there is peanut butter and bologna, and everybody liked it. It was good. Oh my gosh, it's going so fast. Pina colada is one of my favorite flavors. That's awesome. Pina colada is awesome. Pokemon Go trainer code. If I did that, I would not get anything done but be deleting requests because you can only have so many. Peanut butter and mayonnaise is super good too. Peanut butter and bologna is super good. I've liked it since I was a little kid. Pina colada jelly beans. My favorite jelly bellies are the popcorn ones, buttered popcorn, and toasted marshmallow. And those are the best ones. And the coconut ones. Dream car. I don't know. I don't really have a dream car. Any car that goes and gets good gas mileage is a dream car for me. Daggerfall was a good game. Yep. Yep, it was a good game. Morrowind was a good one before Skyrim, though. Cheez-Its dipped in Greek yogurt. I'll have to trust you on that one. Will we get a new van? Probably not for a while, because our van has got a lot of work done. And if I saw our van described as a possible purchase, I would be like, hey, that's a good deal. Got all that work done, and it's cheap. So. I'm very picky. I'm very picky. Why do you think your wife knew you would get remarried? Because she said that. We had a conversation about a month. Well, she was probably still sick at the time, actually, where she said, she said if you ever died, I'd never get remarried. And we were just talking about that, and I remember telling her, I don't know if I'd get remarried if you died. I don't know what I'd do. And she says, oh, you'd get remarried. I was like, how do you know that? I don't even know that. She says, oh, you would. And she wasn't mad about it or anything. She just said that's just what you would do. And I just thought I was like, huh, it was a weird thing. And it's funny because I was thinking about it the other day, and apparently Asher was there. He says, yeah, I remember that. And it's funny the things you remember after the fact. But yeah, my girls do need a mommy. Hey, you guys are asking the questions. Peanut butter and hamburgers. I'd totally try it. That's totally doable. I just barely started eating hamburgers recently. I haven't liked hamburgers for more than 5 years. Just started liking hamburgers. But now I like them. Who's your most of a daddy's girl? That would be Sophia. Sophia is the biggest daddy's girl. I always, let's see, what kind of character. Yeah, I always like the cats, the Khajiits. I kind of like them, but um, uh, sometimes I would just pick human and go with some weird, push his forehead all the way in or something. Nothing wrong with D&D. We don't play it. Thomas has been playing with his friend Caden. It's not too complicated. We love complicated games, but just don't have enough. There's too many games in the world. I don't understand that question. Updated home tour? Sure, I suppose. I don't know that it's changed a whole lot. French fries dipped in mayo? Sure, I do that all the time. Favorite fast food restaurant? Wiener Schnitzel. They don't have any around here. Closest Wiener Schnitzel's in Casper. It's like a 2-hour drive. Not going to replace Andrea. That's not what it's about. Andrea can never be replaced. That doesn't mean that my girls don't need a mommy. I don't know how we got onto that topic. Hot dogs with peanut butter? I've done that many times. It's just like peanut butter and bologna. What is a Wiener Schnitzel? Wiener Schnitzel is a fast food hot dog place, and their hot dogs are insanely good. Favorite meal that Andrea made? Somebody else asked me that recently, and I think I decided it was every now and then she'd make me homemade French bread pizzas. She'd go buy a big French bread loaf and cut it up and cook it and make French bread pizzas for me. I think that was my favorite. Sonic. We do have a Sonic. We haven't had a Sonic for very long, but it's only been there maybe a year and a half, 2 years. And I haven't been to it once yet. It's just free time doesn't flow very much in a big family. But you really enjoy it when you do have the free time. I say I have more fun than anybody else, but less now. So yeah, Wiener Schnitzel is a hard one to spell. Chicken Alfredo is good. Andrea's chicken Alfredo was really good. Thanksgiving plans? I don't know. I just got to get through Halloween. I'm just taking it one day at a time. See, that's the question that the Pharisees asked, but I think you misunderstand the point of the kingdom. The kingdom isn't a matter of eating or drinking, but of love, joy, and peace in a sound mind. Why a second live stream? I don't know, because I'm crazy. I just decided I wasn't done. It's nice talking to you guys. It helps me. So, any of the boys interested in dating? Truth be told, probably all of them, except for Solly. But who will talk about it? None of them. So, do you drink? I have nothing wrong with drinking at all. Andrea drank on occasion, but I've never had a drop in my life, and I just have a record going. It's nothing wrong with alcohol, but I just never did it. In high school, all my friends always tried to get me to drink, and I never did, and now I just got a perfect record going. So I've never had a drop, and so I could probably be convinced if it was a convincing enough argument. I already answered you, Jordan's mom. You got to read the story Jesus said. It's not a matter of their marriage. Kingdom of heaven is not a where you give in marriage or be given in marriage. It's a different type of kingdom. The kingdom of God is within you. So that's not a kingdom activity. It's like asking me, what kind of car do you drive in heaven? You know, how do you comb your hair in heaven? That's not what heaven's about. Even if you do those things. I'm going to take you out for beer. Good luck. There's nothing wrong with it at all. Nothing wrong with it. The Bible says it's good for your stomach. So, have you always been Christians, born and raised in the faith, or found later? We were both born into it, but there's a time in every person's life that has to become their own thing. It's no longer your parents' religion. You have to decide if it's right or wrong for you. And I think that's what the Bible says when it says everyone should work out their own salvation with fear and trembling. And so I think that's important to do. And so it became real to me when I was a teenager. They're putting birth years on here. It feels weird to put the birth years, even though we put all their ages all the time. We are monetized, so you should have had an ad to get in here. Still in a Myers-Briggs test for dating. Well, we like Myers-Briggs for everything. How haven't I visited Andrea? I have not visited her yet. Andrea's not there. It's just her body. That's my personal opinion on it. But we will take the kids to visit, and that will happen. But I'm still trying to figure out how to live life right now, so we haven't done any of that. How did I get saved? It's one of those things. It just happened in church growing up, but I don't know if I knew what it meant when it happened. I'm not sure when it happened. So, yep, I was married before Andrea. A long time ago. I had a little girl named Melina that you've seen a couple times on the video. Music instrument you play. I kind of play a hammered dulcimer. I think it's one of the most beautiful instruments in the world. And so that's why I got one. And I suck at it. But I can play Jingle Bells, and I can play the song from Ultima 6, which none of you guys probably know what it is. Kitty, my mother. Yes, she's my mom, my real mom. Maybe one of these days I'll practice my hammered dulcimer and let you guys see it. Am I against getting drunk? I think it's anything in excess is probably a bad idea, but I wouldn't even go so far as to say getting drunk on its own is bad. I do think it is to excess, but of course, it's usually what goes along with that. If you're out and getting drunk, you may be doing other really stupid things. So it all depends. If you want to get drunk in your house by yourself, it's pretty sad, but probably nothing wrong with it. I don't know. None of my business. We're just regular Christians. Do you ever talk like Andrea's here? I talk to her all the time. None of the kids play an instrument. Thomas has been learning to play the piano. He actually bought himself a big keyboard. Favorite music. I really like, it depends on, it's called a couple different things. Sometimes they call it Celtic, some people call it New Age. But I like Lorna McKennitt and Enya, Blackmore's Night. I even like sometimes Leaves' Eyes, a little harder, but still really beautiful. I like really beautiful music. Kind of depressing, people think sometimes. What happened to my first marriage? If you feel like sharing, I kind of don't feel like sharing. So. Celtic Woman is incredible. Yeah, they haunt my dreams. They're great. Some people call it Gaelic. I haven't heard that in a long time, but that's definitely true. Do you believe in soulmates? That's a good question. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say that God helps us find the people that he wants us to find and brings them into our life at the perfect time. But I believe anybody could probably be with anybody if you're just open and not selfish and willing to look at their heart and just be, you can get along with anybody. It's about helping and growing together. And I don't believe in the sappy idea that there's one man for every woman and that's just it. So, Ultima 6, the Prophet. Yep, there's a song called Stones that plays in that. And that song, when I first heard it when I was a kid, when Ultima 6 came out, I felt like I died and went to heaven to hear such a beautiful song. I never heard such a song so beautiful. That's my ringtone when Andrea calls me. And I don't think it's copyrighted. It might be copyrighted. I probably can't play it, but I don't believe pursuing higher education is useless. I did it. Otherwise, I would have said it. I wouldn't have done it. So, when did I get saved? I think it was 7 or 8 or something. I don't get to choose the ads that play. Do you read your Bible every day? I'm going to answer that as yes, even though I don't technically read it. But our audio Bible is playing 24/7 all the time, and I got a lot memorized and enjoy it. So, I got a degree in computer science, information technology. I got a bachelor's of information technology. Does your daughter have any kids? No. Would you have wanted Andrea to remarry? It's hard to answer questions about if I die. I don't know what that's like to die. I've never tried it before. I just roll with the punches. Rachel is a friend. She's just a YouTube fan who knows everything about us. She's wonderful. I speak well. I never heard that before. Did you grow more in faith after your divorce? I think after everything in my life, I've grown more in my faith. My faith has steadily gone up with everything that happens. I don't really follow watching football. I don't really watch football. I used to love the Dolphins. Dan Marino was my favorite, so I still like the Dolphins, even though I think they suck now. But will you show us an AX announcement? No, that's silly. Ace Ventura inspired you. What is that about? About what? What did I say? I don't remember. I do believe in angels. Don't believe in ghosts. Why don't wear bare socks? Because their feet don't get cold. Funniest movie. I almost never laugh out loud. The only time I laugh out loud is if somebody else is laughing out loud, and that might make me laugh. But as far as seeing a joke and laughing, or seeing a funny punchline in a movie and laughing, it almost never happens. Andrea used to love it when it did, though, because she would get such a kick out of it, because it just doesn't happen that often. You got to catch me off guard. Most of the time I see the jokes coming, and it's still funny, but it doesn't make me laugh unless they totally surprise me. Bare feet. Oh, I should have known. Good one. Napoleon Dynamite is a good movie. I haven't enabled Super Chat yet. I've never turned it on, so. Dog's doing okay. Do I believe you're living in Revelation in times of the Bible? No, I do not. Favorite scripture? There's a bunch of those. The race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, nor does food come to the wise, or wealth to the brilliant, or favor to the learned, but time and chance happen to them all. That's one of my favorites. It's hard to pick a favorite verse. Favorite book in the Bible, Ecclesiastes. That's a piece of cake. Followed by Proverbs, maybe Hebrews. You believe in the Old Testament? Well, I mean, how can you not believe in the Old Testament? The Old Testament's real. Do I believe the Old Covenant is still in place? No, I do not believe the Old Covenant is still in place. I, for one, love to learn about the Bible from you. People keep saying we should do Bible studies. I totally want to do that. That's the kind of thing I would do. Do I believe Jesus is God? Yes. I do believe in the divinity of Jesus. Audio Bible 24/7. Yes, audio Bibles have been playing in our house 24/7, 7 days a week for 15 years. Do you speak a different language? Well, I can speak some Spanish, and I memorize verses in Greek, and I've been learning to speak biblical Greek for a long time, and I very much enjoy that. Once saved, always saved. People get mad with that one. I don't know if I should answer that one. We can have a nice talk about it. Bien, ¿y tú? Hablo así, pero entiendo mucho. Do you think ghosts are unclean spirits? No, I don't believe in ghosts. And we will have to have a talk about unclean spirits someday. I've always believed in God. I don't know what it was like when I was born, but mostly. My name is Tom. I like cheese enchiladas. It's a totally white boy dish, but just cheese enchiladas are flippin' good. I know what you meant about once saved, always saved. I completely understand what you mean. That's the kind of question that people get wrapped up on, and it's such a silly thing because it doesn't matter. Whatever happens, happens. It doesn't do any good to talk about the afterlife. There's nothing we can do about it now. So if you get to heaven, then you made it. If you didn't get there, you didn't make it. And whether or not we want to talk about that doctrine is the only reason people want to talk about it is because they're afraid of somebody else not going to heaven, or they want to walk the line between good and evil as low as they can. And I just think it's a silly question. God is sovereign. Sounds like there's some Calvinism right there. Nothing wrong with I enjoy debating with Calvinists. Let's just say that. It's life predestined. There's more Calvinism in there. I'm going to say the Bible does say we are. All of our steps written in His book before one of them came to be. So that's true. But also, I believe that I have free will, and it's a dichotomy we can't reconcile. I admit that. And I enjoy the yin-yang of not being able to prove that. Am I a Calvinist? No, I'm not a Calvinist. But I used to be. We all teach at the home church. We all just study the Bible and go through it. We don't really believe in one person talking for an hour, half an hour on love your neighbor as yourself. When the Bible Jesus said it so good by Himself. We can just read that and talk about it. Yes, we do have free will. And yes, we are predestined. You can crucify me now. I believe both things are true. What made me change? Free will. Free will made me change. Tulip, I think there's several things wrong with Tulip. But I enjoy talking to them. The average Calvinist understands their Bible far greater than the average Christian. So I have a lot of respect for people who are Calvinists. I enjoy talking with Calvinists. They're usually well versed and enjoy it. I am not a Calvinist anymore. Yeah, I said, brother, I've texted him a couple times lately. I'm very enjoying getting to talk to him. He's a great guy. See, that's the part we can't know, Laura Sharpton. Good question, and it's fun to speculate, but we can't prove that one way or the other. So, God's the judge, and He will do what He judges, and there's nothing we can do about His judging. And if He judges what He wants, no one can call Him unjust because He is the definition of just. So we can't decide what's good and what's bad. God decides that. As far as we can sit down here and wrestle over whether you're once saved, always saved, or whether you're predestined and not saved, or whatever, never were saved to begin with. We can talk about all that stuff, but we can't prove it ever. So I find it a silly question and to talk about myself. Kids ask religious questions, we ask all the time. We have the Bible playing 24/7, and that brings some very interesting conversations up. You don't believe that God would create anybody to perish, but there are verses that seem to say that He does. So I'm a Calvinist sympathetic, but I am not a Calvinist, and it's fun to talk about those things. But Thomas does love the Calvinist, the silver car. Do we believe in baptism? I'd have a good talk with you about baptism. I was baptized, and nothing wrong with being baptized. I don't believe it's what saves you. I believe it's the blood of Jesus that saves you. And I know most people would say they agree with me, but if you get down to it, if you don't get some people, you know what? We got to have a Bible study about that one. Got to have a Bible study about that one. That's also one that people have very strong opinions about, and I want to respect that. But I do have opinions about it, and I like to wonder, because there's a lot of questions like that we can't know, right? We can't actually prove that, because unless we were the judge, we cannot prove any of those things. The girls' room is pretty much done, so maybe I will do a Bible study. Maybe I'll do that one very soon. I've got to get my life together. I've got to figure out how to stop being what I've been being and be productive and useful and helpful to my family and my kids. So once I figure that out, I'm still going to be eking out videos here and there and doing live streams and stuff. I really enjoy it. And we will definitely do the Bible study. Maybe that's always been God's plan. I don't know. So, am I sleeping better these days? Not really. But I think I might sleep good tonight. What's been the hardest thing since Andrea died? Andrea dying. It's all hard. I haven't really done the melatonin thing, but I have some, and I'm going to try that tonight. I promise. Yep, I actually made a whole video about the audio Bible thing, frog. So if you Google Tom Mills audio Bible, you'll find my audio Bible thing and how we set it up and how it works and what it does for us. It's been the single greatest decision I have ever done for my family. So. Valerian root. I've heard Andrea talking about that. Do you believe in circumcision? No, that's silliness. I am. We are all, but it's not something we believe in. It's just there's a funny. That's just not. I shouldn't be talking about this topic. I don't believe there's a religious reason for it. Yep, all sins do separate us from God. I've been taking Andrea always would give me magnesium. I saw magnesium doing miracle things in Andrea over the years, and I've been wanting to take it too. So I don't know if it helps with sleep or not, but why does somebody try to ask gotcha questions? Because they want to see if I can get out of them. Well, I don't know if that's what they love to do that, and I love to try to get out of it. So if it's too gotcha, I just won't touch it. Any of our kids have food allergies? Nope. Nope. That would be wonderful if people were saved through a Bible study. I've done lots of little Bible study videos on my other channel, but I need to be doing some more actual Bible study, going through the Bible step by step. That'd be great. Oh, you guys are back. This is How You Rock. How's it going, man? Good to see you guys. I think about you guys all the time. I'm so glad you guys came to visit us when you did. Least favorite food? I don't know. After I don't like them, I stop rating them. I think that's laughing, and it's Asher laughing, actually, not crying. Grilled peanut butter sandwiches. How do you make them? You just get a peanut butter sandwich and put butter on the outsides, and you fry it, or you put it on a griddle. Actually, we did do a few. I think if you YouTube search for Andrea Mills Daddy Tour, I think they do a daddy tour. We go back and I take them where we grew up and show them all that stuff. Well, that's wonderful, CC Bear. That's very encouraging. I just started making my pizza on Thursdays again because the meal train quit. I think this last Thursday was the second time I've done it. I think the kids feel good to have something that's familiar. 8:47. That means it's 9:47. 10:47 on the East Coast. So that's getting pretty late. Annual fantasy vacation. Maybe. Why is there a D in fridge but not in refrigerator? That's very interesting. Why do you drive on a parkway but park on a driveway? Why is stuff going by car called a shipment? Stuff calling by ship is called cargo. Well, there's a lot of LOLs. That must have been a funny one. Well, yep. Maybe I should wrap it up because that way you guys can get to sleep at a good hour. It was nice getting to talk to you guys all. We'll go to Oklahoma? Yeah, probably. Oh, I don't want to keep you guys up past your bedtime. It's been nice. I very much appreciate you guys talking to me. It's very helpful, and these are so silly. And every time I think I'm gonna delete them, I'm not gonna leave them up. But so many people think, oh, leave it up, and it's just me sitting here talking to a bunch of people, and I do not understand what's enjoyable about that. But I'm gonna do it. So. All right, guys. Well, thank you very much. Again, tomorrow we'll be live again. We're going crazy for live game night. I'm not sure what we're going to play, but it'll be something fun. Come by and hang out with us and watch my kids be all crazy. Talk to you guys later.